This Poor Boys Outdoors tip of the week is brought to you by Derby City Game Calls, home of the Old Growth Striker.
This is Captain Larry. I'm going to demonstrate here the proper way to clean a striper. Striper do have some red meat against the skin, so when we fillet it up, I do it in a traditional way like you would a bass, but when I take the meat off of the skin, I'm going to leave just a little bit of meat against the skin, so you'll see why here in just a second. And they are just a little bloody. When you make this cut here near the head, there will be some blood. So anyhow, you can make the normal cut here. See right there is where you'll get the blood. Now just break the skin. Just break the skin, don't try to make a deep cut. Okay. Now, once I've broken the skin, I'm going to take, a fillet knife with this flexible blade and feel right along that backbone. Again, just like you would for a bass or any other fish that you fillet. You can see the meat is good and white, but you do get some blood from right behind the head. Okay, I've basically gone about halfway into the fillet where the fish's backbone is. Now I'm going to take the fillet knife, put right against that backbone and feel down the rest of the body length. Okay, go ahead and poke it through. Make that cut. Okay. Cut around the rib cage. There's not a lot of meat on the ribs, but okay. So there's your fillet. Again, as you can see, there is a little bit of blood, so I'm going to go ahead and rinse that off of here. Go ahead and get the fillet a little bit, get some blood off it. Okay. I have a pretty clean surface. And just repeat the process on the other side. Okay. Now, since I'm at the dock, I'm going to do the proper thing. Make sure you cut the rib cage to release the air out of the air bladder so that the carcass will sink and you keep friends with your neighbors at the dock. As I mentioned, as you'll see against the skin and the meat, there's red meat, which is real strong tasting, doesn't taste very good. So if this was a bass, I would normally lay the fillet knife right against the skin, wiggle it, and take the meat all the way down to the skin. But with a striper, sort of use the same technique, but that's why I wear this glove, so you can grip that skin. You'll see there's red meat against that skin. So I'm going to leave the red meat on there. And as you see here, we have a stripe of red meat right here, which I also want to trim that out. So just make a cut there. Trim that out. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Just remove that strip of the red meat. Okay. So personally, I like to take it, cut it into sort of grilling size pieces there. I'm going to set this to the side for the moment. There you go. So give that a final rinse. We'll put it in a bag. Captain Larry's favorite way to cook striper. There's a lot of good ways. You can fry it. My favorite way is to grill it. I like to melt some butter, real butter, not margarine. Put the butter on it, make sure the fillets are coated real well. Use some Cajun seasoning on there. Cut it with that Cajun seasoning and cook it on the grill. It's firm meated fish. You don't need to put it in a fish basket. Just put it directly on the grill. Just turn it one time. That's all you need. 2 or 3 minutes. As soon as it's white, if you've cooked fish, you know what cooked fish looks like. Just turn it one time and you'll love it. Think of Captain Larry when you eat that grilled striper.